Okay, hello. Today I will make a short video on oil. Just doing, a clean canvas here, looking at the oil going back 50 years. So what I'm seeing is basically this is going back to the 70s where we had high inflation, oil going up more or less every single month, as you can see. And if we are to make a level here with this one, so this is our um, 80s high. As you can see, it has been support and resistance all the way going through and still is to this day. And then what happened? We peaked out, we came back down, and now we made a low in '86, and then we had the oil crisis in the 90s here. And basically, for 25 years, we were in this range going, and then we, in the early, um, at the start of the century, we went in, we broke to the upside of this long channel here, and then we went into the big blow off top. Let's zoom in here a bit in '08. And then, as you all know, the financial crisis hit, the global financial crisis hit, and this was the start of a major down move. And if you can see, I often like to use, the Elliott wave. I'm not that good at it, but I'll try to draw it here. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my view. So this was the top. And then what happened? As you can see, we collapsed from, let's call it 150 down to like 33, which is an impressive move. As some of you have noticed, I have this on log scale because I think, big time frame requires log scale very often just to see the big picture. So what happened after '08? Yeah, we crashed down heavily, came down for the wave one, then came a retrace, and then we came back down again for the wave three. We had the four, and then the big dump. The COVID madness came here. So we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if we were to draw it, let's remove these lines right here. What I would do is you have the high here going across for the high of wave two, and then we have the lows going here. As you can see, this is our channel which we want to trade, or would have been trading if we were looking back. And what we actually saw in the COVID was an utterly complete destruction, to the downside. And that's what you get if you are to close down the entire world for a year or two. That's absolutely insane. Um, but as you know, these big collapses down, often is the kickstart to a new bull market for oil. So if we have the one here, two, three, four, and then a five, what happened here? We came down, went into a squeeze right here. As you can see, we broke the downtrend or the lower golden trend line here, went all the way down, formed the bottom here. As you can see, made a inverse head and shoulders right here. We can try to see how the measured move were hit, and then we can go into like this, and we can see 28, depending on where we measure. I think this is not the worst measured move. I think it was hit if I were to go on the lower time frames to see. So we had a 28 target, and it was hit more or less right here. So that's good to see. Then again came the big COVID crash here going along, and as soon as we broke this one to the downside, we had the big flush. Came back up, retested again, moved back a bit, and then we came back up. So what I think we're going to happen right now, as you can see, we went all the way back up to 130. That was the peak after the Russian invasion of Ukraine. A lot of fear. And since then, we have actually dropped a staggering 50%. As you can see, 50% we came down, which is, looking at the log scale, you can see that we have the trend line connecting all the way over here, all the way over here. We have this cluster right here, And we now did a back test last month, actually, as you can see. And currently we have a green Heikin Ashi, which is often a trend reversal. So what this means to me is that we have a decent percent chance that this is the low for this move down. A 50% move back, often from a Fibonacci extension, is where you will see orders get or the stock or whatever you're looking at is getting bought. Let's go down to the weekly so we can have a look. Now we're looking at a 2-year, 3-year time frame here. We had the COVID lows over here, the big run up, and now we're in this, to me, which is a bullish wedge going across here. And then we can plot it somewhere here depending on how you want to, but let's do it like this. So what we want to see right now, depending on if you're a bull or a bear, is, as I have mentioned previously on many Twitter posts, I want to see us to get above 82. 82 to me is the line in the sand, and with the move today, which is a 6% move, right here we are. I want to do it like that. So 82.66, let's call it. I think we're in for that this will be a bottom and that we ought to see higher prices for the remaining of the year. I'm not calling a blow off here, just going straight up to all-time highs, but I will see, a move back into maybe 100, 110 maybe, depending on how high we go. But this is what we have to look for. And as you can see, if I swap to the normal candlesticks, we had a big pop today based on the news that they were to cut I think it's like 1 million barrels or so on a daily basis. And we just pop right back into the switch. And then we left a huge gap, actually, as you can see here. A huge gap. Does it get filled? I don't know. But if we were to continue upwards from this right here, then there's a lot of people that has to cover their shorts down here. So we have to wait and see. But I think we could be in for a move to the upside if we break 82.5, 0.6. However, if we are to roll over again, filling the gap all the way down, breaking down again here, then the bears, I think, are in control, and we could see us going back to with a 6 handle, like 65, whatever you want to call it, 66, 65, 64. And then we will see. So yeah, this is my long-term, mid-term, short-term view. I'm a bull on in energy. As you know, I like uranium a lot. I like oil a lot. So yeah, let's see what happens. But to me, it's still a fight between the bulls and the bears. But if you want to have the elite wave count, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we had, a lower low here, which I don't know exactly how to interpret. If it were to be a count like this, maybe someone can help me. And then we have this one here, and then this is the leg number 5. I don't know. Please help me in the comments below, and then we can have a discussion. I think this looks fairly decent, but let's see what you have to say. And thank you for stopping by. Please follow me on Twitter as well. Use link INV. And yeah, let's have a good conversation and have a great day to you all. Cheers. Bye.